Is GODWARS Dungeon worth doing or not? Hi, I'm your host, HP Royal Blood, and in this video I will go over to determine whether or not GODWARS Dungeon is worth your time. Before we get into it, I focus on Dolo guides, which means one player playing on 2 accounts. Therefore, I will also throw in as an option. So let's stop wasting time, and now, let's get into it. The start of 2021 has been brutal for a lot of items, such as items from Nightmare, but also a huge boost to some items like Elijah's Spirit Shield, which has gone up to 1.16 bill at its peak. However, recently, a lot of items, if not most of them, are going down in prices. There are 4 bosses in GODWARS Dungeon, being Armadillo, Bandos, Sarah, and Zami. And all of these items from these bosses are going down by a lot. GODWARS is famously known for their drops, which are endgame items that give lots of bonuses. These items are necessary to have, and since these prices are going down by a lot, you can expect people to panic and sell their items. Now I know everyone is panicking, so let's start about the cons of GODWARS. GODWARS is known for its rare item drops that brings high value items into the game. The loot from this place usually means that you can expect to make bank if you get 1 or 2 pieces from a trip. However, the reason why these items are so pricey is because most of the loot are trashed. For example, Zami drops seeds, Bandos drops 100 coal, etc. So the fact that the items are dropping in price and the only valuable thing you will get from these bosses are a few items does suck. Usually Zami spears would be going for 15 mil a piece, but now they're less than 11 mil. Bandos chestplate used to be 20 mil, and now they're 15 mil. You get the point. The GP per hour usually is around 2 to maybe 3 mil per hour if you're soloing or duoing in a group. However, it's probably 2 mil hour the most. Even Vorticath would beat this place since Vorticath is still 2.5 to 3 mil per hour, since most of its items didn't change in price by that much. However, if one were to dolo these bosses, your GP per hour will be much better than if you were doing this in a group. For example, as of right now, Zami usually gives around 2 mil per hour if you're soloing or doing. It's not looking good for the solo or doing in GODWARS. However, if one were to play on 2 accounts, you can expect to be making 4 to 5 mil per hour. Now I know it may seem stressful to make another account, but the truth is that it makes GODWARS Dungeon very easy. With 2 accounts, you will get all the profit to yourself, and it's not that click intensive. I've made many guides on how to dolo, so if you're interested in learning or just want to see what dolo looks like, then check out my other videos. In conclusion, it's not worth soloing or duoing in GODWARS for the most part. However, you can get away if you are tanking for someone in a CC. Usually if you are tanking for Bandos or Zami, you can charge people for tanking for 1 mil per hour. By doing this, you'll be getting somewhere around 3 to 4 mil per hour since you're adding 1 mil to your profits. A CC that I recommend is True GODWARS. I have been in the CC for almost a year, and everyone in the CC does GODWARS, as you can guess. Not only will people be willing to pay for tanks in the CC, but the CC also does bosses like Corp or Nightmare, or even raids. So if you're looking for a clan that does bosses or raids, then join True GODWARS. Sometimes you might even just find people that are just pet hunting, and they will give you 100% of the loot, which would be the same GP per hour as doloing in GODWARS. That's it for this video, and if you learned something from this video, leave a like and subscribe to see more of these videos. Thank you, and I'll see you guys on the next one.